what's next for Jay Opetaia when we could almost say inevitably
He's
wins.
gonna win the fight.
When he inevitably wins, he's at the least glamorous division, famously in boxing.
Can I be honest? I would say,
always be honest,
and I'm gonna say this OnlyFacts. I'm gonna say this with 3 cameras and 2 microphones.
Okay.
Eddie Hearn has mismanaged Jai Opetaia.
Oof.
Eddie Hearn has mismanaged Jai Opetaia, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
For one, what are we doing? Why are we here with this fight? What are we doing, bro? He fought Bradis and won the world title.
Yeah.
He then rematched Bradis and won the world title.
Great fights as well.
Great fights. Bradis, bro. It's Bradis. All-time great cruiserweight. Or definitely in the top 5 all-time great cruiserweights. Where's the momentum gone? Stick a pin for a second, Shane. Move over. Oscar De La Hoya took a defeated Zurdo Ramirez, who just lost to Dimitri Bivol, brought him to cruiserweight. Joe Smith Jr. win. Then he won 2 belts back-to-back, one of them being against Chris Billam-Smith. Please tell me how Zurdo's had 3 fights or 4 fights at cruiserweight. He's about to fight Dorticos, and he's fighting at a better level and fighting better opposition than Jai. Jai's a Ring Magazine. Jai beat the man of the division. Why is he getting opportunities that Jai Opetaia hasn't? For me, that has to be mismanagement.
Is it one of those things that is it lack of fan pressure? Because we know that when a promoter gets a fighter to a certain level, if there's no pressure for him to go, look at Tank. If you're not pressured to go and take these risky fights and go and take the big names, why do it? If you're going to get paid, I'm putting a number out of my ass, but if you're going to go get paid 10 million to fight whoever, why would you go and take the real dangerous fights? What does that do for you?
This is why, because I saw Jai Opetaia with Terence Crawford the other day. Terence Crawford was in Australia, and he was like, oh yeah, future undisputed champion. He's saying undisputed champion with the future undisputed champion. I'm like, bro, there's nothing that I've seen in the last 3 fights that show me that you want to be undisputed, bro. Yeah. Zurdo's come to the division and picked up 2 belts in 3 fights. Bro, there's nothing to me that should be you, bro. Yeah. That should have been you. That should be you saying, no, this is the fights that I want. This is what we're gonna make. And I feel like when you
if he goes and fights Zurdo, then
no, but we're not hearing that fight happening, are we?
Yeah. This
is
where it comes to fan pressure. This is where we rely on boxing fans, in my opinion, to then start putting pressure on the Eddies and the Oscars.
Hence the reason why I'm having this conversation, because we watch boxing. We follow multiple boxing channels. Who has said that? We hear Jai Opetaia so talented, but where has anybody said, Eddie Hearn, you've mismanaged him?
It's a good point, actually, because I'll tell you what, we've got a new show that we've got coming up called Hot Takes, and one of my hot takes would have been, now you're saying it, that I think that knockouts can cover up a lot of deficiencies from a boxer's career.
Of course.
Not just technical deficiencies in their ability, but even opponents and all the rest of it.
So long as such a great
knockout artist.
Such a great comparison, though,
yeah.
In the fact that he's had 1 belt for so long, pretty much just held it hostage, and just, as long as he's getting knockouts, people don't care who he's fighting.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Tyson, in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people didn't really care. Yeah. You think about someone
they didn't turn up to watch a boxing match. They turned up to watch Tyson knock someone over.
Competition.
Yeah. So they're just happy to see Mike Tyson knock someone over, and then so long as they see that, they're pretty happy.
Deontay Wilder was the same.
Yeah.
Like, for me, at some stage, the difference between where you see a Usyk, where you see a Crawford, well, Crawford's maybe a Dimitri Bivol, they might not always get a knockout, but they're going to fight the Floyd. They're going to fight the best available opponent.
Yeah.
And that's the spectacle.
That's why Canelo's insane, because he does the same thing, but he don't even knock anyone out anymore.
In fact.
People just turn up to watch him walk around, plod around, do you know what I mean? So but yeah, I think that Jai Opetaia's knockouts are maybe masking a little bit of that. So 100%. How long do you give him before we start seeing talk of him versus Zurdo?
I'm questioning it now.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm already... The reason why is because we don't have a big platform, but we have to speak about what we see. Yeah. And I feel like maybe it won't make a difference. But I feel like if I voice it, or if we voice it, and people then see what I'm talking about, maybe it might... Because I'm like, there is a clear sign of mismanagement. The other day, bro, I saw flipping Eddie Hearn offer Jai Opetaia to fight. What's that big black guy that manages flipping Eubank?
Oh, Napa.
Napa. He was offering Jai Opetaia to fight one.
Does he want to move Joe Opetaia to heavyweight? Is that is that his thought
I
process?
genuinely don't know.
Because he's not going to be undisputed champion at heavyweight.
The
only way he's going to be undisputed champion has to be cruiserweight.
100. Like if I'm not seeing Zurdo in his next fight, I know Zurdo's fighting Dorticos, which is again another good fight, bro. And he's on a big card. I think he's on the Jake Paul card.
Jay Opetaia actually, like, I feel like this is what happens sometimes when fighters come from smaller markets. He's a headliner where he's from, but then it's difficult to get eyes on him because he's going to want to be a headliner. So when you go to Saudi, you might have to be on an undercard, and we might have to package you up with a Wardley Miller.
He fought on the undercard, didn't he? In Saudi.
Yeah.
He fought on the undercard in
Saudi. Yeah, we're
so.
going to have to do that to build your profile. But send a message to Jai Opetaia. Send a message directly to Jai Opetaia.
Your next fight or your fight after, if it's not a world title fight or if it's not for you some form of unification, like Baddy Jack's winning world has got a world title at cruiserweight. You know, this is the world we're living in, bro. If your next fight is not a world title fight, bro, I'm gonna start. In fact, I'm not gonna start. You're gonna start receiving criticism, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna start receiving. Oh, fire Eddie. Fire Eddie. Eddie, you are not good enough for me.
But you should be putting pressure on him.
Facts,
you should be. When we're not seeing you put no pressure
100.
on.
It's not even like it's a promotional issue.
Yeah.
Baddy Jack's with the Saudis. Zurdo's with Oscar, who's with the Zone, and you're with the Zone. This should not even be a network problem. This should be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It's easy, bro.
Yeah.
If you're not doing it.
And also, if you're Jai Opetaia and you're the guy at cruiserweight, and we think that you're the guy at cruiserweight, I like Jai Opetaia a lot, but you should be knocking out Baddy Jack.
Oh, come on, bro.
You should be knocking out a 47-year-old Baddy Jack, however old he is.
If I'm Jai Opetaia, Nick, and Baddy Jack's a world champion,
yeah.
Bro, I'm saying, give me no money. Give me no money. Let me fight this dude, bro. Give me no money.
Baddy Jack's 41.
Like, I'll be saying, Eddie, if you, like, this week, Raymond Ford went, and this is why I have to, Raymond Ford said, bro, Eddie's not giving, even though he's signed by Eddie, he was criticizing Eddie for not giving him the Sugar Nunes fight.
Yeah.
Because you're now holding my career back.
Yeah.
I want a world title fight. Give me that fight. That's what I want to see from you, Jai. If not, you got to fire this dude, bro. That's how it works. It's business.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. You got to invest in yourself, and you've got to believe it. And we're not seeing that.
Facts.
That belief. Do you know what I mean? Are you just comfortable? You're at where you're at. You come off the 2 very difficult Breeders fights, and you just go, you know what? I'll just clean up some easy work, hold this belt hostage, and then, do you know what I mean? And listen, a lot of people live like that. That's a lot of people's careers. Not everybody wants to go to that. You know, it's the silk pajamas thing, isn't it?
Facts,
do you know what I'm saying? And he's definitely in silk pajamas right now. Boy. Do you know what I mean? So
maybe it's
because he's a big star where he's from.
Yeah, facts.
Down there, he's probably a very, very big. Obviously, we're not down there. We're in London. In London, to come here and be a big star is different. But to be where you're from in a smaller market, he's probably on all types of commercials out there. He's probably making enough bread.
Look at Cambosis is making paper. He ain't got half the talent of Jai.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? He was making paper. He was telling Richardson that you see the face off.
Yeah.
That was funny. The man's like, bro, you ain't made half the money I've made.
100%. It's true though.
The man said, Richardson, what's your biggest payday? This Richards. You.
100%. But the thing is, that's the thing. Like, you come from a smaller market. You look at Manny. Manny went and become the president.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you come from a smaller market, you can go and dominate that market. You know what I mean? But you know, if you're like a talented black fighter in America, so what? We've got hundreds of you.
Literally,
we're a factory of you, man. You man ain't gonna be mega. It's gonna be tough for you to cut through as a superstar. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe there's a bit of that, but I do like Jai Opetaia.
He's a great fighter.
He's a great fighter. And the frustration
that's
we have...
That's why I'm blaming Eddie now.
The frustration we have... The reason that we have this frustration is because we believe that you can do it.
Bro, the glasses thing, fam.
You saying? I look like Professor X or something.
Fam, you look like flipping the black version of... What's Sharon Osbourne's husband?
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, he's lit. He bit a bat's head off on stage once, live. Yeah, he's a madman, bro.
Yo.
He's on budge.
Looking like... What's my man's name? John Lennon.
I like John Lennon. I like John Lennon a lot.